Hello, my name is Anand. In this video tutorial, I want to explain about this OpsWorks. Okay, OpsWorks is a configuration management service that helps you configure and operate applications of all shapes and sizes using this chef. Okay, so this is an integrated application management solution for ops-minded developers and IT admins. Also, it is a model control and automate applications of nearly any scale and complexity. So why should we use OpsWorks? It is simple, very easy to use, productive, reduces the errors. Of course, it is flexible, simplifies the deployment of any kind of scale and complexity, very powerful, reduces cost and time, and secure, enables the control with fine-grained permissions. So because of these many reasons, we can make use of this OpsWorks. Okay, so let me figure out the terminology which we use in this OpsWorks. First of all, when you start your OpsWorks, you need to create a stack. Stack means representation of a compute of infrastructure applications which you want to manage together. Once you create your stack, you can add layers. Layer defines how to set up and configure a set of instances and related resources. Okay, then we can also deploy the applications. Once these layers have been added, instance can be added and then deploy the applications. Okay, so this is the terminology when we'll have to learn. What is stack? Stack is the core AWS OpsWorks component. It's basically a container like for AWS resources like EC2 instances, RDS database instance which are logically managed together. Example, a web application. Okay, layer. We can make stack components by adding one or more layers. A layer represents a set of Amazon's EC2 instances. We can say a layer is a blueprint of set of instances. It specifies things like instance settings, resources, installed packages, and security groups. It's used to serve a particular purpose, such as serving applications or hosted on a database server. Layers give you a complete control over the packages which are installed, how they are configured, and how applications are deployed, and many more. We'll be doing that exercise today. So now let us learn about what is chef. Chef basically contains these recipes and metadata. Chef is an open source framework that automates software deployment and configuration. Whenever a change happens to your stack or upon your request, all instances are notified and recipes are run. See the events which you can see, like you can set up, you can configure, deploy, undeploy, or remove, or something like that, and shut down. So all these activities can be managed using this chef. Okay, so this is about the terminology of recipes. Okay, and now let us also discuss about the higher level services which we had earlier, like EC2, CloudFormation, Beanstalk, and now this OpsWorks. Okay, like when you classify this EC2 and CloudFormation, is that manual or we have to do it ourselves? Much more is in EC2 and CloudFormation. Like whenever you come to Beanstalk, many services are automized. It can be users also can manage with the help of the code which is deployed. But in OpsWorks, which is a very similar, you can deploy the code, you can also launch the instance, you can also give a link which is from GitHub, and then it can be managed and controlled and deployed. Okay, so now this is short notes on how you can differentiate between your OpsWorks and CloudFormation. You can see in contrast, this OpsWorks is a high level service providing a highly productive and reliable DevOps experience for IT administrators. The main difference you can see that AWS CloudFormation mostly focuses on the foundational capabilities, whereas OpsWorks is on higher level services. So this is the basic difference which you can see. And then let me also differentiate between OpsWorks and Beanstalk. See, OpsWorks, as I mentioned, that is a configuration management platform, while Beanstalk is an application management platform. This is the basic difference. OpsWorks is basically an integrated configuration management for IT administrators and DevOps engineers with a higher degree of customization and control over these operations. AWS OpsWorks uses leverage chef recipes to automate operations, like software configuration, package installations, database setups, server scaling, and code deployment. Okay, so this is about the challenges, and now like you can see this chef. What is chef means? It is a recipe plus metadata, which uniquely to build a command. Okay, let me move ahead with the lab. In this lab, which I am going to use this code deployment of GitHub from GitHub. Okay, so let me quickly move ahead with the OpsWorks. This is the dashboard of AWS OpsWorks. Okay, first and foremost thing is that you can go to OpsWorks stacks. We have to create a stack. So for creating a stack, just click this, and you can even go through the basic video of this particular one. So I am going to create a first stack. So this is what first stack is. I can give a name. I can select sample stack or chef 12 or chef 11. Chef 11 has inbuilt, you can see, built-in cookbooks and applications and deployments. So I am going to use this chef 11. So I can give my first deployment, or I can say my name Anand stack. So rest all things you can leave it as it is. Okay, and add a stack. So within a few, normally we use Amazon Linux, or you can also use Ubuntu also. So the first part is done. Okay, so now I am going to add a layer. So just click this layer. So here what I am going to use is a PHP application server I am going to build. So here you see various other applications also are there. You can launch your MySQL, Node.js, Java, and many other things. You can even launch a static website. So here PHP application server, add a layer. So once you add a layer, this layer has been added, you can see here. Okay, so now what you can do is, now you can set up your applications, add an application. Okay, I can give the application name. I can say PHP deployment PHP, or PHP sample. This is my application. So type is PHP, and from the Git. So here I need to get the code. This is the location, so which is available. So I am providing this Git. Okay, I think rest all is okay. Repository enable, and also add an app. So the app is ready now. You can see here, and now you can deploy this app. So for deploying, you can see this. For deploying, what you can do, you need to have an instance. So no running instance is there. You can set up an instance before you start. So add an instance. So here I will be adding the host name as I can leave as it is, and select the instance as T2 micro. Okay, this T2 micro, this comes under free tier, and region subnet is okay, and you can see the other advanced things also. These all things you can leave as it is. So generally the IOPS 8 GB is okay. Add an instance and start the instance. Start it. So this will take a little bit of time, and then once this is done, you can deploy the application. So let me come back once the server is running. Okay, it's still in a booting stage. Let me wait. Meanwhile, you can also see in services, what happens is that I am opening this EC2 in a different tab. Okay, you can see that there is an EC2 instance also which is created, a Linux one which you have selected. So that is used as yeah, this is running. So same thing, it should also come. It is booting. See the IP 34.254.235, same IP should also be here. Okay. Okay, it's running the setup. It is running setup. See, more things also can be done. You can add more instances, you can configure load balancing, auto scaling, etc. Many features can be done in this particular OpsWorks itself. Okay. Okay, finally we see this online. Like you can see this, you can add more layers or register instances, etc. Okay, so now after this instances deployment, I can deploy this application from this. So here I'll say deploy. So as already defined, there is one instance which is there, and say deploy. Okay, I think this is pending. It will take a couple of minutes to deploy. Let me wait. So the status you can verify is running and the user is root. Okay, congratulations, the deployment of your sample code is successful now. So now this is your host name, and total duration it has took for deployment is around 1.5 minutes, 1 minute 3 seconds. So now if you want, you can go through the logs, and you can go to this PHP app, and then you can verify connecting to this, this is your public IP. Just say this, you should see this simple PHP app deployed. Application is now running on your AWS cloud. The host has PHP version of so and so. So that's about this PHP app deployment on OpsWorks. Okay, so another task is how you can remove off all things. Is that first you can stop the application which is running. You can delete the application. Yes, I am deleting. Okay, and then I can also terminate my instance, stop and terminate, or delete, stop. Okay, and then once this is stopped, so once this is stopped, you can delete the instance and remove the layer and remove the stack to roll back the complete configuration. So you can see here, this is stopping, the instance is getting stopped. You can see this has been stopped. Okay, you can see the instance is stopped. You can delete this. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, we have removed of the app, we have removed of the instance. Now we will try to remove the layer. So this is the layer I want to delete. Yes, I can delete this layer. Okay, now the stack. So we have one stack running, Anand stack. I want to delete this stack. Okay, that's all about this AWS OpsWorks. Please go through more applications, and thank you. Bye.